Thursday night to the Thursday evening here on Kids Corner. Before we can start, let me say a word of prayer. Lord, I thank you for everybody that's watching, everybody that's going to watch, Lord, everybody that's how Lord watch me before Lord, past Lord, Lord, help me to say something that help you, Lord, that you took them over there yet, Lord, but that while I make it you, Lord, to draw near to you, Lord, help me to say what you want me to say, Lord, to help somebody, Lord, if they just one person, Lord, help me to say something, Lord, and make them want to reach with you, Lord, let them know that you love them, Lord. This I pray in my name of Jesus. Amen. And today we'll be coming from Matthew 22 and 39. And it says, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. And just as a little bit of a little backstory, it was the Pharisees and Sadducees that asked Jesus which one of the commandments was the greatest. And if you're going back to verse 37, it says, Jesus said to them, thou shalt love thy neighbor, thou shalt love thy God, the Lord thy God, with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. And he said, this is the first and greatest commandment. And he said that, and the second is like unto it, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. And I just really like how it says it and amplified that you shall love thy neighbor as thyself. That is unselfishly seek the best, a higher good for others. And when you really think about that, us as people, we always think about we want the best for ourselves. We always think of ourselves as the number one. You take care of your family. You love your mom, you love your dad. You always make sure they all right. Your friends, but you always, you want to keep yourself number one. You don't want to marry nobody else to come higher than you number one. You don't want nobody to be greater than number one. You ever had somebody, that friend, that rival that they always want to outbeat you, you always want to be the number one. You want the last one to be in the conversation. You want to be the one who got the better car. You want to be the one that had the better house. You want to be the one that had the better paycheck, had the more money. But here, Jesus told to throw that out the window and says, the unselfishly seek the best or higher good for others. And you see, you have to love them as yourself. I want the best for you. Hey, I ain't trying to stop you from pursuing your dreams. We want to knock down the people for pursuing them dreams. Even if you had the same dream as them. Let's say starting your own business and you gave up on that. And you say, maybe I just can't do it. Maybe I'll just not. And then somebody else, your friend, your neighbor, may say, okay, I had this idea to start my own company, start my own business. Don't knock them down and say, hey, well, you thought about the money. You thought about if you got enough to do this. You got a family. You got to take care of your parents. No, but help them in pursuing them dreams. Help them in what they want to accomplish. Seek the best for them. Not to break them down and say you can't do that, but to say, okay, this is what you want to do. Okay, let me show you how to do this. When I was looking at trying to do this, you got to do it this way. Do it this way. And when you start showing love to others, that's you showing the love of God. You show your neighbor, okay, I love you. I love you same way I love myself. I want the best for you just like I want the best for myself. I ain't trying to go up for you. I ain't trying to make you the top. I ain't trying to make you the bottom. I'm trying to make you the top. I ain't trying to knock you down. I ain't trying to say you ain't worth it. You don't need this. You don't need that. Why you trying to buy you another house? Why you trying to get you another car? Why you trying to study this? No, but I'm trying to help you succeed. I really do from the heart. When you actually love your neighbor, you actually love them from the heart. Just like Jesus loved them, just like we should love them. That means, okay, I want the best for you no matter what the circumstances. I'll be there through you with thick and thin. I'll be there with you. I'll be praying for you. I'll be with you every step of the way, showing you how to do it. And not saying, oh, well, I know how to do it, but they ask me, or I don't know how to do it. They better not ask me. I'm going to tell them something else. I don't want them to know what I know. I don't want them to think they know more than I do. No. But share the same law that you know. Share the same thing. Give them what you know. Give it to them. Because when you want to, almost like you shouldn't want to gatekeep somebody from wanting to know. It's just like want to know more from God. Don't gatekeep them and say, okay, well, I know this about God. I know this. Okay, well, I don't understand why everybody going to them. They left the church. Why they come back? I know you shouldn't do this. I know you shouldn't do that. Well, they'll figure out themselves because they ain't finna get it from me. No, but show them how to live the way they should live. Show them how to love God. Show them how to spend more time with God. Show them how to grow in God. and not to diminish them or leave them out there hanging and say, okay, well, they got that by themselves. I don't want them to be in that same level what I am. I don't want them. It even made me think about a parable that Jesus was talking about. I think it was to the disciples where the master had hired, I think it was 10, had hired the servants, and y'all told him that he was going to give them a penny. And when he had got the ones that, the ones, when the penny day, he told his servant to give them all the reward. And he told them to start from the least to the greatest. And when he went, he started from the least to the greatest, they all got a penny. But when when he finished giving all of them the greatest, they all came together and said, wow, we got the same thing as the least. We've been working all day, we've been with them all this time, but wow, we got the same thing. And they even kind of reflects with that, even though it's kind of not the same thing, but if you think about it, that they kind of felt like that, okay, we greater than them, we better than them. And that was what you talking about, that even in Kingdom of God, we shouldn't say, okay, well, they low, they down here. So when I get them, okay, I'm going to be up here, I'm the highest, they don't even mind about your position in church. Oh, I'm the highest, I'm the beak, I'm them. They just a member. No, but it doesn't regard to position, regard to whether you at in the ministry, no matter where your position at. Even if you say, you may think that, okay, my relationship with God better than them, so they don't need this, they don't need that. No, but build each other up. Say, okay, this is what you do. You have trouble with this? Okay, I had trouble. I had something similar to this. This how I got this. I asked God for this. This is how you do this. This is how you get lit from that. And when you want the best for them, you start seeing people start helping you. That's how you get up. That's when you start, okay, when it stop being, oh, I'm better than you, or I want you to know the same thing as me, or we can't be on the same level. I can't look and catch us in the same level, no. But when we start, okay, I help you, you can help me, we keep reciprocating. I'll show you how to do this. Then they start showing you things that you didn't even know, oh wait, that's exactly what I needed. That's what I needed help with. That's why I'm asking God for answers. They give you the same answer you asked God came from the person that you didn't want them to be at the same level as you. And when you start seeing that, you start saying, okay, well, I should have did this different. I should never treat them like that. And we need to start treating each other the same way. Start treating them how God would treat them. You start thinking about what would Jesus do? Would Jesus say that? No. A lot of things that we say, a lot of things we talk about people we shouldn't say, Jesus wouldn't say it. And we start thinking about, okay, God right here listen to me say this. God right there. That's a child of God. When you think about, okay, we serve the same God, that's another child of God. Why am I talking about them when we in the same house? When you think about why I want to talk about somebody else in the same house, and when you think about jealousy, you can't let jealousy get in your heart about somebody else. When you think about, you'll go your whole life being jealous about somebody, and you can't even live your own life. God can't give you this. God can't have it in your life. You can't perform the will of God in your life. God can't do this. God can't grow you. You can't go nowhere because you're just somebody else. But when you love your neighbor as yourself and you seek the best, even above your own self, even above your own needs, that's when God starts supplying for you because you checked on somebody else. God starts supplying for you. You start saying, okay, I don't have to worry about myself. I don't have to keep stressed about this. You start checking on other people. You start showing them how to live. You start being the light, being that brother, being that sister to somebody else that help them grow, help them be who God called them to be, help them to perform and do that will that God has for their life. And and coming at the end of this lesson, at the end of this, I just want to let you know that, hey, love somebody else. Love your neighbor. Love your neighbor. Treat them how you want to be treated. Show them the love of God. Let them know that they ain't about themselves. Let them know that they don't have to go through this. Let them know that, hey, this is what you need to do. Hey, you ain't by yourself in this situation. Hey, I was in the same thing. You ain't alone. You ain't the only one who went through this. And you start seeing, hey, okay, now I see that was the problem. That's why a lot of my stuff got hindered. That's why a lot of my stuff got pushed back. When you love them more than yourself, when you love them how Jesus said we should love others, you can start seeing things start falling into place. I just want to let you know, just to come back see us on Thursday night, for Bible study. If you can't make it Thursday, we want to see you here Sunday morning for worship. We'll be glad to have you. I want to meet you. We want to see you. God want to see you. He know you exist. And it ain't like, some parents don't even know their child exists. No, but he knows you exist. He know you there. He want to have a relationship with you. I want to get to know you. And when you come and put in your heart that, I want to get to know my Father, I want to get to know Him, you start seeing, okay, I don't know why I kept myself from knowing Him all this time when He has the best things for my life. And we'll see you next time.